Welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading. I'm going to cleanse the space and energy before I explain the reading because we got cards out, but I'm going to have to explain what I'm going to do and what this reading is about. But like I said, I'm cleanse space and energy first. If you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. So, if you've been here for a while, probably remember or realized my, God/goddesses deck. And I'm using that today. So, sorry for the dramatic parts, I was thinking about something. But, then I stopped, I fell off using it and stuff like that. Because I was more so focusing, I didn't say I focused, I know who was coming out and stuff like that. And I remember who came out. But I was more so just focusing on, the messages that was being said. And not, who was coming out and why they was coming out. But, now, we're going to focus on, who keeps, why they keep coming up, why I pulled out certain cards, why certain people are here, and certain things, and stuff like that. Because it's a mixture, it's a mixture of Greek, because Loki is also here, and that's not Greek mythology, that's a whole different, that's Norse mythology, which I don't really know much about, but it mainly says, okay, I didn't really dig deep into it, but the most that I know, half the things that happened was because Loki got bored, okay? He got bored and started doing shit. And it's we can kind of sort of see that. kind of sort of see that. Well, not, based on, the show. I don't know if the show is accurate, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, the mythologies. Thor apparently isn't. They try to make it seem like Thor was loving and nice and friendly and approachable, but Thor was actually, very cutthroat. I think the anime, records of Ragnarok was more accurate depiction of Thor. Then we have this guy who I don't really know, but we have shape-shifting. And we have Loki with play, and Loki can manipulate things. Then we have Baba Yaga, right, with authenticity. And this guy in Baba Yaga is from Celtic, mythology, and that's, I want to say Irish, but yeah, it's Irish, Ireland, right? Because Outlander, right? No, I'm not bugging. And so it's it's kind of sort of all over the place. But then when you focus on the storyline or why it's happening, then you realize fuck where it's coming from or the location. It's the reason or the storyline and stuff like that. The moral of the story. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start off with Zeus, right? We know Zeus. He's supposed to be the ruler. He is the ruler, quote unquote, of Olympus, and he is married to Hera, who some might not know. Okay, a lot of y'all know that in Greek mythology there's a lot of incest. Okay, Zeus fucked his mom. Okay, Zeus also fucked his sister. Okay, how he fucked his sister? He pretended to be wounded. Okay, and hurt, like a wounded bird. He shapeshifted himself into a bird that was hurt and wounded. She cared for animals. She went to go protect it. No, not protect it. She went to go pick it up, and when it was nuzzled up in his bosom, that's when Zeus switched back and was haha, kind of thing. Okay, all right. Loki was bored. Zeus was horny, kind of thing. You get it? See where I'm going? Okay, cool. Now you probably oh. So all the kids that Zeus has must be with her. No. No. Only kid that's actually technically theirs, okay, together, is Ares. And he, war. That's why we have Mars out here. That's him. And he's kind of sort of the reason why, if you wonder why Greek mythology ended, was because Ares. He told Zeus, you have to chill out with the humans. Cut it out. Relax. Why? Hera keeps hurting people Not because Zeus is unfaithful, because he's gonna cheat. She won't take it out on Zeus because she can't take down Zeus. She can't defeat him. She can't kill him. Nothing will work. She tried plenty of times. She had gathered damn near half of Olympus against him, and he's still still going on. Just still doing shit. Okay? You know? And it's like no matter what they do, individual, if they team up, he got this shit. He's good. He's alright. He's there. You know? And well, the only person that was close to like defeating him was you know, and then Zeus was like, alright, I'll stop. You feel me? It's just kind of thing. So I bring her up because over here we have Artemis and Apollo. They're twins. And we also have like Artemis of the Flores, which is why we have this card out, and this card comes out multiple times with now you're independent and free. Right? Her thing is independent, like individuality and being independent. Apollo, we have inquiry, but if you know Apollo, he's good with a lot of things. Okay? What popped in my head when I was doing it was the sun, and I was like, I don't remember if his chariot has the sun on it, or it's like he pulls the sun. He does something with the sun. I remember that much. He does something. But he also, it's very multifaceted, right? And that's the whole independent and free thing. Which is I'm gonna come back when I have to explain over here. Which is why I keep saying like it all comes together and touches together, but it's like different parts of the story which you gotta understand. So why I brought these two up. Their mother is not here, right? I don't have a card from the mother, but we're gonna bring up the story of their mother, right? Now, Zeus keeps shape shifting. Funny, this is the shape-shifting deck. Funny enough. He keeps shape-shifting into shit, okay? 1 minute, he's a bird. 1 minute, was it a golden? No. Did he turn somebody into an ox? He did a lot of shit, okay? He did a lot of shit. Because he was horny, okay? And so he impregnated their mother, right? She finds out. She, pretty much funny enough, sent a snake to follow the mother so she couldn't rest. No matter where she go, like it would always be some type of like problem, and nobody could help her pretty much. Because if they helped her, she will destroy them pretty much. And then, funny enough, Hera is supposed to be like the goddess of commitment, but yeah, her person's cheating on her. So it's like you won't go to these two for advice, but yet somehow, some way, they feel like they're like the pinnacle of relationships. Okay, just keep this in mind. Okay, just keep this in mind. So you like, oh, if she couldn't do that, how does she give birth to them? How could she be there? She couldn't lay down because the snake would have been her on the foot, and this, and the third. She ended up like there was an island, just out of nowhere in the middle of the sea, right? That came up, and she was able to be on this island and was able to like give birth. Now, don't remember the name of the island, but I know the island was her sister. Why her sister is an island? Because in earlier parts of the situation of the story, Zeus saw the sister, wanted the sister. The sister ran, yeeted herself into the ocean to get away from Zeus. Somebody saw the dedication she had to get away from Zeus and like turned her into an island. And that's where she gave birth. So she gave birth to Artemis first, which is why Artemis is also like independent, but also like the goddess of like birth and stuff like that, helping with like assisting in birth, because she also help when she was born. She then helped give birth to Apollo, who came after. And I forgot the whole archery thing. I don't know how they go. Okay, there's a story to like with the archery because I seen in the arrow. But we gonna have to come back to that because now we're gonna have to go over here. But that's that. So either way, like they was able to give birth and stuff like that. She lives like independent. She could be single and free. And Zeus is fine with that. Is cool with it. She don't really need anybody. She live in the forest. She's by herself. She's more in tune with the animals and nature. And they probably be like, oh, Athena was trying to do that, and there's a problem, and blah, 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 blah. I think because what Athena is trying to do is the reason why he's fucked up. Like, he has a problem with it. Where she's not doing it to be spiteful. She's literally just don't give a fuck about him. And, like, the whole kingdom and shit like that. She don't give a fuck. She don't really care. And yeah, we're gonna go over here. So now we have Vulcan, which is kind of sort of how the Norse comes into it, because how I see him is he's the guy that does the weapons. He forged all the weapons and stuff like that. And I also believe he's the same guy that did Thor's hammer. So yeah, but he was married to Aphrodite. Right? Now, if you probably like, what? I thought Aphrodite was married to Ares. We're getting there. So first she was married to him. But he was so busy forging weapons and stuff like that. And I also think he was ugly. I'm not saying that. I think his mom said that. And then she didn't really want to be in his life because he was ugly. So he made a whole weapon and stuff like that to pretty much cause her pain. And in the midst of doing all this, his wife was lonely. And a young, strong, well-chiseled man was eyeing her, and he was winning battles. What can she do but holler at him? Because she was hollering at her. So she checked it out. And then he found out that, that was going on. So he then, always foraging, like creating some shit, try to create this whole situation where all the gods would be around, the gods and goddesses would be around, and catch them in the act of their infidelity, which automatically makes them married and stuff like that. And because I guess he assumed that Ares was going to reject her, and everybody was going to know, like, she's a cheater, she's a harlot, she's this, she's that, okay? And and somehow it was not his fault, because he's never home, he ain't never there. But she was just she was supposed to be okay, she don't need love from another person. She can love herself, like, kind of thing. Funny enough, a card does say self-love, but like, kind of thing. And so they was knocking the boots. The thing came down. All the goddess and goddesses saw. They automatically got married, which is why here we have Baba Yaga with authenticity. But I remember the video that I was like, this person did it to like mess up your reputation and stuff like that. They wanted you to be humiliated in this moment in that sense. But I'm pretty sure her marriage with Ares was fine. It was better than her marriage with this guy. So either way, they try to hurt you but end up hurting themselves in the end. Because she's still with her cheating ass husband. He's still cheating. He's still fucking everybody but her. She got a husband that she actually does like and care about, and actually like and care for her. I think they even had kids and shit like that. Like, they good. Now back over here. They're good. They're independent. But then there's times when they do come together. The time that they came together was when one of Zeus' baby mamas tried to make fun of her. Not even tried. She made fun of her. And was like, oh, I have 12 kids and you only have 2. Man. And how she pretty much was better because she had 12 kids. They didn't like that much. And slaughtered every last one of them kids with a bow and arrow. So Apollo, he's like I said, with the sun, like, he's there's the sun, like, it's bright, but there is a dark side that people don't realize, which is the whole, that's why it was like the bow kind of situation. But like, she helps give birth to Apollo, yes. So she birthing, but then she also like lives in the woods and stuff like that. She also gotta eat. She gotta hunt. It's also death, bow and arrow and stuff like that. So the whole circle of life and being a part of it, night and day and stuff like that. Being able to switch, but not and being angry and a warlike state of mind and seeking vengeance, and that's the only thing you're focusing on. Or just being horny and that's the only thing that you're worried about, not worried about the repercussions and stuff like that. And Baba Yaga, pretty much, you said no to something and the person didn't like that and decided to lie. and create a whole different story than what actually happened. I want to say because they was bored. It's different parts. It depends on what it is and who it was. Because for some people, for some of the females, Zeus actually did care. He actually did care about them. Because there was times where Hera tried to like punish them, and Zeus did try to protect them and get them out of harm's way. So he did try to help. But then it's like, you could have just helped by not talking to me. Or not touching me. You could have just did that. You know, kind of thing. And which I did say, somebody is in a marriage and they be like, oh, it's happy and stuff like that, but they're like, it's that. And the self-love and the independence go together. So it's at the end of the day, they mad. Right? These people, well, I don't know if Zeus ever tried to get with Aphrodite, but if he did, then she might be mad. But either way, these people are mad at the fact that you love yourself and you're independent and you're free, and no matter what tricks or play or illusions that they create, you see through it and not affected by it. And that's the little mythology lesson right there. Because with Baba Yaga, well, in this situation, it was more like family, kind of like going back and forth. But Baba Yaga, it was her versus the church and stuff like that. And she also will help people along their journeys and along their path. And then along that journey, along that path, you go meet some people, like some shapeshifters, some things that's going to change, or like play with your mind and play with your tricks. And she's supposed to help you get through it and move through it and move past it. And you being authentic, you loving yourself and being true to yourself and being independent affects them being able to play these tricks and illusions. Which piss them off, which is why they're trying to battle and fight with you. But yet, I'm looking at his spear compared to their bow and arrow. You have to be close up. Where a bow, you can be far away. Which could be why they gather people. Where they will have to do like hand-to-hand combat or like close combat. And you can do like far range and stuff like that. Okay, but if there's a lot of us, you can't. They would feel like you'd be overwhelmed. But that's not actually the case, I don't think. But yeah, so now we're going to actually get started with the reading. So I'm going to continue using like the God and Goddess deck, and then continue moving down. Also, I believe I put up the Page of Swords reading. Don't know when I forgot when it's going to be available. But I already like put it up to upload. But with the birds and stuff like that, because I know I keep saying like birds is a message from spirit. That's why he was getting confused. So it was the shape-shifting. They were trying to make it seem like some certain messages, they were trying to make it seem like it was from spirit, but it was kind of sort of from them. Spirit will never give you a confusing message. Also, yeah, it won't be confusing. It won't tell you to hurt somebody. It won't tell you to hurt yourself. It just, like, yes, I understand that she cheated. I understand that's fucked up. But what he did was even more fucked up in a way. Like, why? Like, you could have just divorced her silently, kind of thing. But he went about it in a certain way so he can be stuck with her, because he felt like she was gonna cheat on him, but she didn't cheat. Like, so it's like you did all this for what, and now you alone, and by yourself, kind of thing. So, also with the play and shape thing, it's just, that's what I mean, like, with the lie, it depends on who was asking, which is why it's like 3 different lies. And I think they created it when it was bored, but like, hey. And then we have Sirens with Temptations. But then there's 2 different stories with Sirens. So, one story is that they are, going to tempt you and lead you astray and stuff like that, lead you to your doom and lead you to your disaster. A different story is that they give you warnings and they're actually helpful, but then it depends. Which is why every time I see a mermaid, I was like, it depends on what you heard about them. Because technically they call mermaid sirens, and it's just like, it depends. It depends on what you hear. You can see a mermaid as something good, or you can see a mermaid as something bad. I'm not trying to, sway your decision or sway what it is. It all depends on you. But, it all depends on what you. Because, I mean, in Greek mythology, the sirens, I believe it was birds, not mermaids. So that's a whole different thing. But again, and I think the whole mermaid situation that came from the church. So it's that kind of it goes back and for multiple different things. And then we have a cat with dedication. So I said when she yeeted herself into the ocean, yeah, there was it was that's dedication, boy. She was by any means necessary. I'm not letting you touch me. But this is was it Aztec? No, Aztecs. Which is Aztecs is Mexicans. But yeah, for Mexico. Incas was Peru. Right, yeah. I have to make sure I got my places. I really don't know much about him or her. Right? Oh, him. But yeah, they see you on a path. Oh yeah, your hero's journey. She helped heroes. You on your path to either being independent or loving yourself or self-discovery and being your true authentic self, and they want to tempt you off of it. Or try to make it seem like you did something shady to get to where you are, or that you don't deserve it. But my brain is saying you do. And it's do they get divorced in Olympus? I feel like it's the situation could really could have been so easily done and situated. I don't know why she married him. I really don't. It was never that serious. Cause all he was just doing was fucking, and I feel like he was just. That's all I know. He was just fucking. That's all he did. But just then we have Night with expansion. I'm just sorry the word. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is. I don't know what she does. We're gonna have to look into that. And then we have Vanish. Probably said it wrong. With balance. I apologize. But I tell you, he's Hindu. He has multi-hands, which I said before over here with Apollo is multifaceted. I said something about the sun. He also does music. He out here archery. He does a lot of things. And they didn't expect that of you. And I don't know why they didn't expect that of you. I don't know. Every time. I'm just I don't know. Then we have Jizzo with support. Yeah. Because he helps people on their enlightenment journey. So you on a journey of self-discovery, of self, of love, self-love, support. And it's that's why you have multiple things going on all at once, but you're handling it well, or you're able to balance. It's you're juggling, but you're able to juggle it in a way that no one have ever seen. Is because you're dedicated to get to a certain point in your life, and you realize these are literally just obstacles. Don't know how to say this name, but perfection. You will have perfection in every sense of the word. And oh boy, they mad they gotta run them out. Because that's what the sirens is technically their punishment. Was they got turned into sirens as a punishment for not being able to find Persephone. I believe I said her name right. And Persephone was not okay. She wasn't able to be found because she was kidnapped. Persephone is also one of Zeus' kids, but she was kidnapped by Zeus's brother. And because Hades saw her, he loved her at first sight, and then he was like, I don't come to Olympus on a regular basis. I'm not gonna be able to see her. It's gonna be my last chance. Like, let me just holler at her real fast. Took her in a chariot, just zoomed off to the underworld. And was she sad in the underworld? Yes. So, Demeter, which is a mother, I think it's also Zeus' sister, was looking for her, asked her friends who was with her, where the fuck is my child? They was looking all over the place, couldn't give her no answer, couldn't find her. I think it was her cat was able to find her and tell her where she is, because she's able to go to Olympus and the underworld, go back and forth, because she helps, carry people along. And she turned them into sirens, because they was pretty much no use. She was like, you was welcome my child, and you let her get taken. And which is why we have winter, because she's in the underworld. When she's with Demeter, and Demeter was like, you will have food. You will have food. Zeus also had to talk to, like, Hades, like, give her, like, you have to give her back. Give her back. She's, like, out here taking food away. The humans is dying. We got a problem. Give it back. You're like, give her back. And Hades was like, nope, I love her. Which is why their mother had to get involved. And then the mother had to sit down with Hades. And, Demeter be like, look, we gotta come to, like, people dying. You gotta chill out, okay? We're doing too much. And funny, she was just turning everybody into birds, but she was just. I just thought she turned somebody else into a bird. She was just. Wait a minute. Right. So Hades was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna give it back. She doesn't like being in the underworld either way. She does nothing but sit here and cry, right? And he loved to care for her so much that he couldn't deal with that, right? So he was gonna give her, like, back to her mother because he wanted her to be happy. And, but there's rules. There's rules in the underworld, and there's rules in the Olympus, okay? And Zeus' rules do not apply to the underworld. Does not apply. He has no reign or no control. So if Persephone ate something of the underworld, she left the underworld. Okay, she belongs there. She has to stay there. And so he was going to give it back. Somebody was like, she can't go back. Because she ate, like, a few, like, pomegranate seeds. And when I tell you, Demeter was like, turned into an owl. And she was like, since you want to see everything, you can see everything. And turned him into an owl. And so if you see, like, the owl that's always in, like, the owl that's, he's always in, like, the library, that's what I'm talking about. That's why. That's why, because she keeps turning people into birds. She was mad. And then she was like, fine, she could stay, but when she's there, lands will not be fertile. When she's with me, I will get fertile. Like, lands will be fertile and stuff like that. And it's like being able to be balanced between, like, summer, spring, winter, fall, that kind of things. Like, you have, like, having clothes for every season. People don't have that. People don't think about that. And it's like if something falls short one time, you're dedicated enough to, like, make sure by the next time you have the support that you need to not fail as much as you did before, and then continue to grow and expand in a way. Because at some point in time, like, Persephone, like, did get accustomed to her role and stuff like that, and did come to, like, love. Well, depending on what you watch, at what point in time, she cared for Hades and she loved Hades. But, there was a little situation with Hades, She had to turn somebody into a mint for a little bit because, lines was crossed. She had to, set some rules in place and set some boundaries and let people know where she stands. And now people know where she stands. And they know not to touch that man or play with him. Okay? And that's what I mean, like, people have perfection in every sense of the word. Like, now these people are mad, like, they have to run them out. Like, you're showing them that you're good by yourself. That's the whole birth and death situation. Like, a snake is, like, shed its skin, like, you can grow and evolve without any problem. Like a caterpillar, pretty much. Like, now we're realizing that it pretty much In the cocoon, like if you squeeze it, it'll be like a goo that's coming out. It's like that, you pretty much killed it and stuff like that. Because it's the caterpillar like becomes a goo, and then like forms into a butterfly and stuff like that. So it's like you're no longer who you used to be and who like stuff like that. You are a completely whole different person, and it's like you always been dedicated to grow and evolve and get better, and not to stay still and not to stay stagnant or stuck on one thing or stuck over like I won't say a heartbreak or but like hurt or betrayal or humiliation in this way. Then we have Archangel Raphael with intuition, health, and healing. Also, he does love. Look at that. I'm gonna put him right here. And then we have Goddess Lakshmi with protection, no, prosperity, beauty, and fortune. Yeah. Because that what Venus is all about. Or it's like, yeah. That's why I have the Venus card out here. Mars, Venus kind of thing. And then we have Guru Ram Das. Probably said it wrong. With humility, spiritual practice, and evaluation. Which I said before with the support. And the yeah. This was a journey and a lesson that you pretty much learned and you balanced. And there probably was multiple lessons and situations coming at you all at once. But you was able to balance it out perfectly fine. And learn what you needed to learn. Which bothers them in a way because, okay, with Aphrodite, she's already beautiful, okay? So the beauty and stuff like that, but you're not boasty about it with the humility being here. You know you're beautiful, you know you're pretty, but you're still grounded, humble, nice about it. And very nice, loving, caring, supportive, and kind, which is why they trying to paint you off to be somebody that you're not. Somebody that try to like sleep around and do this and do that when it's just like, I'm telling you, there was times, I'm pretty sure, like, I've read, like, he didn't care. Like, he was more so hell-bent on forging his tools and weapons and vengeance. Like, that's all he cared about. So she went somewhere else and got attention elsewhere. Which kind of fucked up, yes. Yes. But the part of my head is like, a win's a win. Like, kind of thing. Like, it ends up being better here than when it was here. Where she wasn't getting attention. She wasn't getting love. Where she is getting love and attention. Probably how it started off kind of fucked up. Yeah, but still, like, it's better than nothing. And then, low-key, almost all of Greek mythology love stories, it starts off a little bit fucked up. Or get fucked up at some point in time because somebody get upset. But that's like, I understand, like, yes, because that was his wife. But it's like, was it really? Because it was a punishment anyways. So you didn't really care about her. So it's like, why are you mad if it was a punishment? You didn't care. So now, because it was your punishment, you thought it was going to be a punishment to somebody else. And he's just like, baby, this ain't no punishment. I'm good. Like, now they humble. Because it's like, and then they get mad because it was humbled. It's like, you humbled yourself. Like, nobody did this but you. Like, it's so confused. It's so confusing and aggravating. It's like, nobody humbled you but you. You did this to yourself trying to teach somebody else a lesson. It's like, so you hurt yourself at the end of the day. You mad at yourself. You want to be mad at somebody else, but you can't be mad at somebody else because they didn't do anything. So you have to be mad at yourself. Once you realize that and accept that, you know, things can move on. Like, that's all evaluations, like spiritual practice, are literally straightforward. Then we have emotional abuse with scapegoating, gaslighting, possessive love bombing, trying to make you feel guilty and controlling. I'm gonna put this over here because it's been much damn near these two that's been doing that shit. Then we have their friends. Then we have hard-headed picnic. Oh, they hard-headed and won't listen. It's a Jamaican reference. Like, it took me a minute. And I don't know if I wrote it correctly. Yeah. They refuse to listen. So everything like I just broke it down, like, so pretty much they hurt their own feelings trying to teach you a lesson. So they humbled themselves trying to humble you. Literally, that flies past them over every time. Because they so focused on trying to humble you, but they cannot humble you. Because I'll say, like, just not only because you're multifaceted, it was because it's like you keep changing every time and show that you can handle it, you can balance. You think they would just fucking stop, but they won't. That's what it's all about. Their stubbornness. They don't listen. And it's like the reason and the intentions is like, with Zeus cheated, yes. Aphrodite cheated, yes. Zeus cheats because he's just fucking horny. He can fuck with his wife, but he just don't. Aphrodite tried to. He wasn't with it because he was too busy. Now somebody ain't busy giving her time and attention. You see what kind of thing? Difference. Like that difference. Then we have set up, trap, which is what he did. Then we have punish you for doing good. Yeah. So the reason why they're trying to lie and slander your name is because the whole independent and free. You're doing good without them. Then we have glitch with mistake, lag, trip up, error, slip up. Some gon' get out. Oh. They feel like the reason why they can't... Yeah, my phone confirmation. They feel like the reason why they can't trip you up, the reason why they can't... This didn't go the way that it was planned, was because of mistake, which is why they keep trying. Like I said before, with the whole hard-headed thing. That's why they keep trying. They just feel like it was a glitch or an error. Not the fact that, you just ahead of them. But so we have tarot reader times 2, and then God is watching them. God sees all. So could be one of the tarot readers, could be me, or it could be one of their friends is also a tarot reader. So while you're watching me, that person is reading your energy, which is pulling on your energy, and then telling them information, but the information that they're telling them is inaccurate and false. Like, what I mean by they will switch roles, like where. So they will pretty much try to say that you're in a shitty relationship when it's actually the one. Okay, I'm doing a reading for you, so you're my viewer, right? So I'm telling you this is all happening to you, like what's going on. Then your person would if they're watching me would then be the cross watcher, which we kind of already knew that, right? Then I'm telling you in the cross watcher's life, like somebody pregnant, might be their baby, might not be their baby, this, and the third. Their friend will read that, but then take that part and say that you're pregnant and you don't know who the dad is. Which is very confusing to how you won't know who the dad is if the only person you've been sleeping with was Aries. You see, then even over here, that'll be very confusing if she's all by herself every time. She doesn't really sleep with anybody. And the last time I checked, Apollo's a dude, so he can't really get pregnant. Like kind of thing. Like, which is why I said like their rumors is like majority of it doesn't make sense. But that's why, it's because it's inaccurate information that they're just taking and spreading around. Then we have you're innocent, you didn't do anything for them to ghost you, verbally attack you, physically attack you, be mad or lie or spread rumors, also just emotionally abuse you. You didn't do shit. And then these two came out together. Then we have a Twitter quote with fake accounts are so funny because why do you think I will follow back Bujabantan 231? Like, be for real. Then we have a journey of 1,000 miles began with one single step. somebody did with this fake account. It wasn't Buju, but it was Vito, and it's just like, really? Do you think he's really out here gonna be following? like, why do you think I would allow them? Yo, people is weird. Then we have call a spade a spade. Yeah, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Like, you won't take advice from these two people. You won't take advice from literally like this way in relationship. Like, this kind of sort of like, you know. But overall, like, you really wouldn't take advice. Juice is like the future of like relationships. Like, you wouldn't really take advice. Then we have an arm and a leg. Yeah, if you take advice from these people, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. And this person refused to listen. They literally hurting themselves. And then we have attention seeker. Hey, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Look what I can do. It was more so, I feel like with, okay. Vulcan, he understand like this whole thing was for revenge. But with this person, their revenge is more so, like I said, to humiliate you, to bring you down, to ruin your reputation, and to embarrass you. But also, like, to try to put themselves on display or something that they can do on display. And then we have romance, true love, kind of sort of star-crossed as well. But star-crossed from this deck, not like Romeo and Juliet, but like this deck, it's pretty much saying like this person, like the timing is off or weird and stuff like that. Or like in this situation where Aphrodite was with Vulcan and Ares loved her and stuff like that. It was true. But she was with somebody else, but he respected her and stuff like that. And he respected kind of sort of like her trying to make it work and trying to do stuff, as much as she could until, he was able to, be that shoulder that she could cry on and like step in there or like get her, stuff like that. And it's just like with the star cards, like sometimes you end up being together, but sometimes y'all don't. Or we're like a Romeo and Juliet situation where it was like their family was the reason why they couldn't be together. It's like something that keep y'all two apart, but you actually do genuinely love and care for each other. Where in this situation, it was their marriage that kept them apart, but he actually genuinely truly cared for them. So which is when they got a divorce and stuff like that with the whole situation, and they got married. The marriage was better than what it was before because he actually truly genuinely loved her and respected her. And we have obsession, but obsessive lover, somebody mad and jealous about it. Because part of obsession is jealousy, star-crossed lover, and unrequited love. This person will be mad because, like I said, they try to humble you and end up humbling themselves. I don't see how they mad at you. It's not your fault. Nobody told them to do it. They chose to do it. And we have wealth with inheritance / inquisition. I think that's that word. And then part of succession is other with inheritance and Mr. Wealth and inheritance. Well, Greek mythology ain't really talking about money. So if we go with the oh, that was the green man that popped out. Because I was shuffling the cards from the god deck. Well, I mixed the deck, so pretty much I have to figure out a name I want to call it now. I'm just gonna call it the goddess deck. Because I believe there's more goddesses in it anyways. The green man came, which I'm gonna pop out when he's Welsh, but still Irish. Which does talk about money, which is also the person. It's more so the Bushman, but he is watching you and stuff like that. They are watching you, which you already knew, and he does talk about money. They're watching you, your money, your abundance, which is why they're gonna try to say like the reason why you're doing better isn't because of you and your dedication. It's because of like you have a sponsor or somebody's giving you money in some way, shape, or form, but it's no one's giving you money. You're doing it on your own, not by yourself. Or even if they are giving you money, it's not like the money. It's not money that. It's not the amount of money that where you could be able to do what you're doing, kind of thing. And then we have World War with Allied Defense. Allied defenders. And the parts that's touching is Holocaust. And we also had here with Scapegoat, which is technically, is that one of how that was World War II, I believe. Well, the Holocaust was World War II, yeah. And the parts that's touching gambling, and yeah. This whole blaming you, the scapegoating and stuff like that with the Holocaust, the scapegoat was the Jews. It was a lot of people. It wasn't just the Jews. It was meant like a lot of people. But we more so just know about the Jews, so I'm just gonna point out the Jews. Don't come for me. But yeah, it was because they couldn't control them or possess them in any way, shape, or form. Because because they wanted them to fight, and they were saying like they cannot fight because of their religion. Which is like, okay, cool. Because of, they said, pretty much said no, because they couldn't, they was like, alright, fine, I'm gonna get rid of you. And the same way for, like the mentally challenged or anything like that, like they would just, because they couldn't use them, they got rid of them. Because they couldn't control them. And they try to like lie and say like they did something, scapegoat, be like, oh, they did this, and third, try to get them to like go away and stuff like that, try to make it like justified what they did. But in your situation, that was a gamble because baby, it was a lie. Baby, was it a lie? I knew it was a lie. Been a lie. And then, so yeah, because with the Venus and Mars is fire, Venus is earth. Yeah, you got volcano with fire disaster. If you play Little Alchemy, you would have known. That makes a fucking fire, like a volcano. And then we have explosion with ally invaders. I think I kept saying like at some point in time, like the group just end up fighting amongst themselves. So they end up fighting amongst their friends. Because the one that's doing the reading, at some point in time, they're getting false information. Which I've been told you that. And so now if they're watching, baby, you're getting false information, so maybe you should stop. And the reason why you're getting false information was because you're helping your friend, and your friend was lying to you on why they want to read it done on somebody. And you pretty much was helping somebody hurt somebody else, which was not the reason God gave you the gift, which is why it's getting taken away from you. Then we have bully, easy targets, flying monkey. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much they picked you and try to use you as a scapegoat because they felt like it was easy. You get attention, so it'd be easy to just rip all the attention away from you or use their attention against you. Yeah, then we have scapegoat forest fire. What popped in my head? I didn't watch that. What? I didn't hear that commercial in a while. But what popped in my head was only you can stop a forest fire. For Smokey the Bear. Oh, they used to come on in the morning when I used to watch Archie. But yeah. But technically it was slanted with the flying monkey. There's multiple people. Their friend is a flying monkey with the which to the east or is it the west? Which one is it? Whatever. The witch, okay? What they try to paint you off to be, they actually are. Or portray you to be, they actually are. And they trying to say that it's you because they feel like it's an easier target to say that it's you with this whole tarot reader kind of thing. Like, oh, it gotta be them, saying that they can read it. And super like, but if you can read it and I can read it, why you're not a witch kind of thing. You know? And it's because they like the fact that you get more attention in that aspect because they was like, oh, that's the reason why you're getting more attention. But the reason why you're getting more attention is because you're just doing it more. Reason why certain tarot readers getting more views is because of they're being true and authentic to themselves and using their gifts for the reason that it's supposed to be done, and not really trying to target anybody and bring anybody or bully to anybody, which what this person is doing. They're pulling on somebody's energy and invading somebody's energy space to pretty much find out information to then bully that person. It's just not fair. Then we have trauma with persecution or torture. Then that is touching unrequited love and love of convenience. Yeah, like I said, their marriage, I'm pretty sure, was a punishment. So I don't and he didn't care until she started cheating. So which is I don't he didn't really love her, which is why I don't understand why he did all this. I guess because he felt humiliated and embarrassed because everybody else was new. But then it's just but everybody also knew you not home. So it's just it wasn't really hard to step in there and take define where they belong kind of thing. Then we have identity with child and time frame for Viking age, which is kind of sort of the Celtic and Norse. And that is touching love with celibate or asexual. Then we have that touching with love, slave, concubine, with faith, animalistic, and they believe in plants and animals. Okay, we can go with that. And things of nature. Oh, which could be her. Yeah, that don't make no sense. When I tell with the lie, it didn't make sense. She is never with anybody, but yet they trying to say she's a slut, she a hoe, she this and she that. How? Who is she sleeping with? The animals? Who is she sleeping with? So because I remember the whole. Because there's a lot of things that I remember that I feel we're not talking about. Okay, somebody gay. I don't know who gay, but somebody gay. Okay, I don't know if it's a dude. Because I remember the card, the whole let's be honest, it could be a female, and I feel that's why we're not talking about it. Because I know I keep saying Mr. Garrison or his brother dad. You need to take the story. If it is Mr. Garrison, this person is actually gay, but they try to make it seem there's a persona that they have that is gay. Not actually them. Where Mr. Garrison, was Mr. Garrison, he had Mr. Hat, which was his hand. His hand was trying to talk to guys. Not him. You feel me? He wasn't trying to do that, but his hand was. But you see how he controlled his hand. You see? That's that. Okay? Now, if it's Butter's dad, they was a little curious and they found they dipped the toe. Okay, they dipped the toe and then they just dive right in that bitch. Okay, and they kept it hush and they kept it quiet for a while, but something at some point in time is gonna catch up. Okay, and have you ever seen that movie Kids? That came up way too many times, and I really don't know which part of the movie that they're talking about because there's two parts. There's the reason why I remember the movie. If it is the main part of the movie, somebody got an STD or STD or it could be STI. Either way, they got some. Know that they have it and spreading it around. And if it's the other part of the movie, which is the ending, somebody has it without realizing that they got it and why they got it. Yeah. And if it is that part of the movie, it's kind of sort of 13 Reasons Why. But what season was that? It's not season 1. I think it was season 2. When there's a picture of I think Sis was asleep or something like that, and Bruce was on top that. Was it Bruce? Is that his name? Was on top of. Was it Bruce? It was someone to be. It's that was in the movie Kids. But she has it because of I forgot the main character name. And now the friend, like, well, okay. Let's say it is 13 Reasons. And that girl slept with... I don't know. We're going to go with Alex. I don't know. Or he was a character in there. But we like, she slept with Alex. And Alex had, like, an STD. Right? Never said anything. Never told her. Now, because of that situation where she was unconscious and Bruce did what he did, we're going to go with Bruce. I know his name started with B, but that's the B name that's popping in my head. We're going to go with Bruce. And Bruce did what he did. Now Bruce also has it without really knowing that he has it, or know because of what he did, which is how he got it. Yeah. And they trying to say, if that is the case, they're trying to say it was you that gave it to somebody, or you was doing something, trying to be a whole sex slave and concubine and stuff like that, sleeping around, but you haven't been sleeping around and you don't have it. Because I remember the whole asexual coming down. I was like, I don't... Now, I felt like... It probably sounded like ignorant, be like... because... Like, yes, I know asexuals can get, like, a sexual transmitted disease or, like, an accident. I know that. I understand that. But, like, it's, like, the chances... Like, it's very... like, it's very low. And... It's like, if that is the case, they will definitely know who gave it to them. Like, they will definitely know who to point a finger to. This person don't know who to point a finger to, so they're just trying to go to the easiest person and be like, oh, it's done, because you're pretty. And it's just like, I ain't sleep with that person. So what are you talking about? Like, kind of thing. Like, what is you talking about? What the fuck was that? It was a boom. Okay, but we're gonna continue. Then we have Faith with Secrets. Also, back to that. Love that it came back. With the Faith, that's the whole, like I was saying before, with the whole Holocaust and the war and scapegoating and stuff like that. You're not, even if you are asexual, okay, cool. It might not even be that you're asexual. Because it was, I remember saying asexual, but like, sexual minority. And I remember the card, literally when Faith come out with Secret, what popped in my head was, your faith and your religion and your love and stuff like that. There's demisexuals. You could be one of them. Look into them. It's cool. It's alright. They might feel like that shit is weird because they just want to, they Zeus. Want to just be dick down and throwing it to everybody. They go to the streets. You like, yeah, nah, let me talk to you real fast. Let me get to know your emotions. Let me get to know your mind. Also, Sapiosexual just popped in my head with 2. See, that's a great song. He's like, let me know your mind. Let me talk to you. Let me, like, make love to your body and your mind. It's like, yeah, you want to do all that. And the parts that's touching is Death with Broken Heart, Lesson with Accountability, location, India. See, yeah, Lakshmi. And finish with Balance, Beauty, Fortune, and Prosperity. And then we have Trauma with Witness and or Bystander. They sat, watched, and did absolutely nothing. They know. They watched you balance this whole shit out. Yep. Everything they threw at you, you balanced the fuck out of it. And all lesson of accountability. Like, they did this to themselves. They did all this for absolutely no reason. They try to humble you for absolutely no reason, as if you asked to be humbled. You did not ask to be humbled. Spirit also did not say that you needed to be humbled. If you did, they would have humbled you. They didn't. This person took it upon themselves to try to humble you, and the Spirit was like, all right, cool, that's cute. Now you're humbled. And now they feel like you holding secrets, and Spirit is like, nope. It's open to everybody. Like, it's very clear to see that everybody is held to the same standards. The snake. Then same thing. Like, so I know I was talking about the whole mythology and the Greek and stuff like that, but it literally ties, like I said, it ties to other things. It's just like the moral of the story is, this person did this and this and the third, try to humiliate you, but then you're still in a loving, caring relationship and have a sense of self and identity, like have an identity for yourself and being multifaceted and be able to balance all of that, and then they mad because they try to humble you as if you asked to be humbled. Also trying to blame you for some shit that you ain't even do. Now we have Time Frame with Middle Bronze Age. And the parts that's touching is Identity, Father, Arranged Marriage, which it was. with love and its touching time frame with late middle age. Like, it literally, like, which it was. So I don't understand how you're, and you didn't care. So it was like, he stepped in. He was like, let me take that off your shoulders. I got, you continue foraging, doing what you got to do. I'll take care of the roads in other places. You feel me? Like, no one be mad. So these two came out together. So we have, love with true love. I identify with Andromedan. So they might, Apollo. Is Apollo? Yeah, I think it is Apollo that goes, he is bisexual. Yeah. Your person, they asexual and stuff like that. Or whoever is asexual. Or just even the fact that, like I said, they're twins, so you can go back and forth between the feminine and the masculine energy with this whole light, dark, light and shade, life and birth kind of thing. Male and female. And then the lesson, we have forgiveness and we have death with suicide. I'm not showing that. I don't think YouTube would allow me to show that. But yeah, this person did this to themselves. They hurt themselves. And then we have death with drowning. Yeah. So now they're drowning in their own feelings and their own emotions and their own hurt. And then the part that's touching with child identity, touching the top is child identity and Viking age and obsessive lover. This person's a child, immature, which is why they spreading rumors. It's like, what popped in my head now is like, we can't beat them, join them, which is why now they're trying to come and talk to you because they can't beat you. Where before they tried to do everything in their power to beat you, and they couldn't. Which is why they spread a whole bunch of rumors to try to hurt your feelings and make you cry and to get you to do this and to do that and stuff like that. Try to get people not to play with you so you could be isolated and feel humiliated like a child. Everything that a child would do, they did. What popped in my head was daycare, but I didn't really have that problem in daycare. We all played together. I really ain't had that problem in daycare. But it's literally like something really childish, like something that you would see at daycare. Yeah. And then we have Faith with gambling and Mr. And with secrets. Oh, for the tarot reader. Okay, somebody is right, somebody is wrong. Okay, somebody's reading accurately and somebody reading inaccurately. And whoever's reading inaccurately, they gambling like their own gifts and abilities, pretty much. But the one that's accurate is telling you what this person did and why they did it and what they gambled. They did all this because they were secrets that they wanted to hide. And then we have Middle Age, Bronze Era, and then we have Hiroshima. If you know Hiroshima, that's when we dropped bombs in Japan. It was two of them. I believe it was two of them in two different areas, and the areas are still fucked up to this day. So I was like, With the movie, kids, it could be like something that, whatever the secret is, whatever comes out, it's something that's going to shake some shit up, and it's not. It's like, yeah. Years later, no matter how much time has passed, like, it's still gonna be affected and look raggedy and look crazy. And we have City Fire. Oh Lord, it's a fire. With true love, Andromedan, forgiveness, and suicide. City Fire. I don't really know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Could be with the whole lessons, with the whole burning bridges, and trying to like humiliate somebody. Yeah, because then we have tormentor with drowning. Yeah, it's like pretty much like trying to teach somebody else a lesson that was unnecessary, of like trying to put yourself in a role that you wasn't authorized to be in, and then being mad at the outcome not working in the way that you expected it to be. Is ridiculous. And like I said, the marriage was arranged. We had that here by who? Zeus, as a freaking punishment. So you didn't actually love or care for her. So you did all this for what? Like, you literally did it to humiliate her, and come to find out, you the one that ended up getting humiliated. Oh, I didn't read the Baba Yaga card. I read this. Well, Baba Yaga says a wise and wild woman, duality, and the witch. Oh yeah, that's the Andromedan, the duality over here, the male and feminine. The fact that you can go back and forth, and how you can be like light and shade. Oh yeah, the determination, the fucking chariot. My guy, that's why you moving on and moving forward. The fuck, the whole spiritual journey. Duh. You can balance it between both. They keep trying to figure out how the fuck. It's like you have to balance both. There's times where you need to be dark, where you need to like set your grounds, okay? Be like, look, I'm not. It's nice and it's cute. I might laugh at you, but like, don't fucking play with me, kind of thing. And now they're realizing, like, I won't say like you will hurt yourself to protect yourself, but like, what I'm saying like is like Black Widow, like you will bend and twist and put yourself in certain like positions where other people can't put them in, just to like defend yourself. What I mean, like, and you have the whole flexible. You got multiple hands. You could do shit that other people can't fucking do. And it's like some people can, some people can't. And it's like, so what the fuck? What? Figure out what you can do. like, move on with your life. This is what you did. You figure out what you could do, and you moved on with your life. But yet they so focused on your life that they're like, it's like, like, what are you doing? So now we're gonna talk about self-love, which is the whole Aphrodite being here. But hold on, I'm gonna clear this. No, because I need to come back to it, so it's fine. I'm just gonna put it over here. Right, self-love with this card itself: self-love, self-concern, self-healing, and independence. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna put it over here. This is the independent side, which does talk like they pretty much wanted to affect your independence, your self-love, your self-worth, your healing, your spiritual journey. Feel like your friendships, your relationships, your reputation, everything. They wanted to affect your life in every way, shape, or form that they could, and they mad that they could. Okay, these two came out together. So we have robbery and ritual. So we have exploitation and coercion and unfairness, ceremony, magic, mystery. So they constantly, on a regular basis, was doing tarot readings on you, pulling on your energy, to try to find out how to, bully you. Wow, literally. We have bully, embarrass, gossip, unwillingness, because they felt like you didn't want to participate in whatever they was doing. You said no, and because you said no, right? As you see here, you'll be like, oh, Baba Yaga, that's nice. And why? What the hell they painted it out to be, huh? They painted it out to be this. If you remember the reading, saying she was out here eating children. See the difference? You see the difference? Like, and then there's some people that believed him. And then, because I remember that was a pick a card, like the very first pick a card I ever did. Somebody believed him, and Spirit was like, whoever believed him, you dodged a bullet, okay? Whoever believed him and took action based on what that person said, you didn't want that person in your life anyways, you dodged the bullet, so you were good. And it's like everyone that pretty much believed those lies and the rumors that this person had gave, you don't want them in your life, is basically what Spirit is saying. With the whole evaluation and stuff like that. Then we have apologies, guilt, confession, forgiveness. Yeah. So remember when I said, like, now, Papatma was like, if you can't beat them, join them. Now they want to apologize. Because now they drown in their emotions and their guilt. Then we have merit maker, goodness, humanity. I don't think that's a word. And morality. Because you were innocent in all of it. You didn't do not a damn thing to deserve what the fuck they're doing and what they did to you. What they did, what they continued to do, what they continued to try to do. You didn't do it. You didn't deserve any of it. You did absolutely nothing. And we have homeless, failure, castaway, poor. They failed each and every time. Also, with the ritual and magic, the reason why I'm not doing the spell deck, because it's pretty much the same shit every time. They did a money spell. They did a healing spell. They did a love spell. When did they do it? They did it on a full moon, a new moon, every day. Whenever they fucking could have. They did it whenever they fucking can. Okay? They did it here, they did it there, they did it everywhere. They just did it. Okay? Why? Because they wanted to bring you down by any means necessary. And it failed anyways. And now they broke and they poor, they don't have shit. Okay? So everything that was supposed to happen to you ended up happening to them. Because they wanted to take it from you. And they couldn't take it from you. Because we're just like, that's cute. I don't know what you thought. That's cute. No. Go away. It's just like this person didn't do anything wrong, so why would I let you hurt them? No. Then we have good news, encouragement, miracles, surprise. I was about to do the bookends and stuff like that, but if I do the book, because when I looked at the top, when I was about to do the bookends with the surprise, it went from surprise, flying monkey, true love. So, somebody, okay, but the friends, one of their friends in this group that was a flying monkey, that pretty much means that encourage and allowed to, like, they was about, like, watch this person slander you, hurt you, bring you down, embarrass you and stuff like that, and they didn't do anything. That's a flying monkey, which is an enabler, right? I know I said, like, the Wizard of Oz, but the flying monkeys in that reference is different. But it's different. But yeah, if we went to the bookend, it went from flying monkey to true love. Somebody actually, like, in their friend group actually does like you and respect you. This, like, the person. Okay, I'm gonna number people. Number one, okay, because go Zeus, okay, because Zeus want to be leader and stuff like that. That's gonna be one. Two, gonna be 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going with that. They actually do love you and care for you. But they're just sitting and watching and allowing and let this person bring you down for some reason. And move that. Oh, they love you, but they know that you won't love them back. It would just be a love of convenience. Oh, which is why they said that you dodged a bullet. Like, the relationship was never going to last either way, or anyways. And yeah, because then we have scapegoat and jealous but unrequited love. They're mad at the fact that the relationship wasn't going to go on or improve. So they're trying to... Yeah, only you can stop a forest fire. Your reputation speaks for yourself. So only you can stop the rumors and the lies and the slanders by you being yourself. Which is why we have jealousy and other. Because you being yourself proves them wrong. And shows like it's nothing but jealousy. And it's like they obsessed with you and you not like you're not obsessed with yourself, but you're in love with yourself, stuff like that. Meanwhile, they obsessed and jealous and infatuated by you and trying to bring you down. Because then, yeah. Then we have other with explosion, and that all comes out, and that's like a whole. It all explodes like back in their face, like you painted this person out to be this way, come to find out like they're not that way in any way, shape, or form. Which is why I showed you the pictures and stuff like that. And it's because you're doing good, and they trying to make it seem like what you're doing is something bad and something horrible, or something terrible, or something to be afraid of. It's because they can't benefit off of it in any way, shape, or form. They want to be able to know what you're doing, know how you're doing it, so they can copy it and take it and gain money off it and do it themselves, but they can't. So they try to lie and like manipulate and say that you're doing something that is harmful and should be like you should be like put away, or you should be put down in some way, shape, or form. And Funny enough, because we have island accident. Well, she heated herself into the ocean. That wasn't an accident. um, but like with that situation with her sister, it wouldn't. She didn't know at that point in time that person that impregnated her was Zeus, because Zeus keeps shifting into different people, which is the whole disaster. Because it was location with island, death, accident. We have trauma with disaster, and it was like this pretty much almost caused her death and caused like it was traumatic for her, and it wasn't really her fault. And then we have nomadic revolution with celibate and asexual. Oh, but like in that period of time where everybody was more so like hunter gatherer and stuff like that, you were pretty much doing all that for yourself. The lioness is actually like part of the hunt, so yeah. And then we have trauma with mental illness and self-love with slave and or concubine. Oh, I believe like mental health came up before. And I remember saying that there was then I think it was a pick a card. And I remember it was like pile 3. And then it was like this person probably had like have mental illness. They know that they are mentally ill and don't know if they need medication for it. But it's like if they do, they don't take the medication for it. Then they drinking and then do drugs. And it's like that. It's like your body's already out of balance, and that just throw it even more out of balance. So maybe let's not do that kind of thing. But then they know that, which is kind of sort of why they do it, because attention. Which is why I said before, like this person like. It's like there's a difference between good attention and bad attention, and this person knows that and like is aware of that, but realize they get more attention when they do like bad shit. But it's like that's kind of like their like environment for like if you like what I don't want to call this person a dog, but like what a dog like with certain things or certain like if you just like don't entertain it and you turn away from it, they will get it and realize like, oh, this is a bad behavior. I should stop. I'm not getting the attention that I want and stuff like that. I guess they didn't think about that or they didn't realize that. They didn't know that, but here. Little animal psychology. But we have next, celestial with psychic wounding. Yeah. This trauma, this tarot reader, now we got trauma and faith with celestial wounding because they read and try to bully somebody else. So you got script. And we have heartbroken accountability. Like, yeah, they need to take accountability for it. And this is the way that they have to take accountability for it. Their psychic gifts get stripped from them. Or every time they use it, they curse themselves more and more. And yeah, because they saw somebody was balanced and then tried to throw somebody out of balance for somebody else's sake. And try to help throw somebody out of balance for somebody else's sake. And then back down here. With that being said, how? Because they wanted like a surprise attack or surprise exploitation ceremony. Like they wanted to exploit you like I want to say like in public, but like wow, they was telling you should be like celebrated and stuff like that, where like all the attention is on you. Like I said before, they wanted to use all like the attention that you get against you, right, and be able to exploit it, and you'd be surprised by it. You don't know when it's coming. Then we have miracle within caution and mystery. Like you didn't know when it's coming from, like why it's happening, and just anything like that. And where you thought like everything was all nice, everything was all sweet, and then it's like boom, it's not. And then we have encouragement with unfairness. And yeah, they did this time and time again. It's like every time like something good is supposed to happen or you got good news, like it wasn't far behind, it was bad news, or like they would be like bad, 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 good, bad, 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 good. And it's like this, it was something like that. It's like it was throwing off balance and stuff like that. So you'd be surprised when like good things will happen. But then it was like something good would happen, but then like it would be attached with something like it, something like that. And it's like they didn't want you to see to be grateful for it, to see the beauty in it. Then we have embarrassed and poor. Again, they wanted you. It's like, because that thought in my head was, well, I saw it's like thread. So let's say you're a designer and stuff like that. You can make your own dresses and your own clothes and stuff like that. And it's very, I don't want to, like, I want to say it's very cute, but I didn't want to sound like insulted. Like, it's cute. Like, no, like, it's very, like, breathtaking kind of thing. Like, you just, it's unique. Okay? And this person would be like, oh, well, it's not Louis Vuitton, it's not Versace, it's not this, well, Versace, it's not this, it's not that. And so trying to make you feel embarrassed and trying to bring you down and feel like what you did was poor and not worthy and doesn't have any value. But the thing is, those people started at the exact same level that you started. You feel me? So it's like, what you did cost money and it's worth more than, I won't say more than their judgment. Like other people have, literally other people have the exact same thing. Yours is one of a kind, so yours actually have more value than their dress does when you technically think about it. So they try to embarrass you, make it seem like you're poor when in all actuality you're not. And yeah, then we have gossip and castaway. So they try to, gossip, lies, rumors, manipulate to get people to isolate from you, to cast you away, throw you aside, put you aside, as if you weren't something to pay attention to or play with or talk to and stuff like that. Nobody want to be your friend because you're low or stuff like that. You're poor, like Cinderella, pretty much, and the stepsisters. And but it was her house. Funny enough, like, bitch, like, it was her house. Just realized that people. So yeah, and then unwillingness, and it was a failure. Yeah, because either way it comes out, like, it was your, like, faith is here multiple times. Like, your faith kept you, like, through this and put you through this. You was determined to, like, get over this and see you through. And then we have morality with guilt. So now, yeah, they now realizing, like, you have morals and ethics and integrity, which is why you do not do the things that they do. And now they feel guilty about it because all of it is about to come out and they're gonna look like a goddamn fool, which they've been looking like a fool. But everybody now gonna realize, like, oh, they're a bully, a stupid bully at that, a foolish bully. And yeah, we have confession and humanness. Yeah, they knew what they was doing and they didn't care. So the whole human, they don't really, that's the whole narcissist thing. They really dead inside. They don't actually give a fuck. The whole apathetic, they don't care. And then we have forgiveness and goodness. You already forgive this person, which is why you moved on. You're moving on and moving forward. But this person is blaming every and anybody for their problems, which is why they're not moving on and moving forward, because they can't forgive. They refuse to forgive. It is literally so simple. Because with the apology, this person, I've said it before, all they literally have to do is apologize, come clean, apologize, and mean it. Won't fucking do it. Just won't fucking do it. And just stop. Like, don't do shit again, and they won't. So we have self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love others. Alright, so we have indecisive. Use your intuition in all aspects of life. We have gratitude. You are fully accepted. No, you fully appreciate the invaluable lessons of life, loving presence to you. Yeah, we have lessons here multiple times too. So when you were doing things that make you happy and prosper in your life, they were trying to gossip about it and trying to call you poor and trying to make it seem like you was never going to be anything, or like, oh yeah, because they was planning on, like, taking it from you. So it was like they was like, oh, like, you got it now, but you ain't gonna have it, like, later on and stuff like that, because they expected to have it, but you gonna forever have it because it was yours. They wasn't taking shit from you. The amount of times I said like it backfired and like everything that they tried went back to them, I don't see why they thought they was doing something. But hey, then we have cooperation. When in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Yep. So what this whole thing that what they trying to do had no value, it had no meaning. So I was saying like spirit values everybody and see everybody has the same value. They feel like they are above, which I kept saying like this person has a god complex. They do. They feel like since they feel like they're Zeus and what they say go, and it's like no. That's why I also brought up like Hades, like that shit. Like what Zeus have only control of there. He can't tell Hades what to do with Underworld. I don't even think he can tell Poseidon what to do. I'm not really sure. I think he can. I'm not sure, but I know he can't tell Hades what to do. Hades got his own set of rules. I'm not sure about Poseidon. I think he does a little bit. But yeah. So that's the whole light and shade kind of thing. Then that's what the whole sirens with Persephone, because certain people can go from Olympus to the underworld to Olympus. Hades, Persephone, the cat, Hermes, communication dude. I feel like that's about it. I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but I feel like that's about it, right? So you can go in between the whole light and shade, back and forth, you know. So like that's not really gonna bother you and affect you, and then when they are doing that, you're gonna have to protect yourself and defend yourself, which is gonna push you into a masculine energy, which is fighting, which you know how to do. So I don't know why they thought doing all this was going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. It's like they couldn't beat you physically, so they thought, okay, let me beat her spiritually. They can't beat you spiritually. They was like, all right, well, let me try to do this, and let me try to do that, and let me try to do like none of it is working, and it's just like maybe just stop, like sit down, kind of thing. And we have death, where I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Like, yes. Like, let's let this shit end. And don't, the whole, if I can't beat him, join him. No. You sit down and you sit down right there and you don't move. Don't need you on my team. Which is why I left you over there. And then for some of y'all people, this person left you. It's like, you didn't want me on your team. Now, you made it real clear you didn't want me on your team. Now you see what I can do. Now I'm worthy to be on your team. No, if that was which you already knew that I was worthy, which is why I said some of y'all, they never would have spoken to you and being in your face if you wasn't worthy. So it was like, why didn't you kick me out then? If I wasn't, like, it was because they thought they was going to find better than what you was going to do. Come to find out what you was doing, they can never find that anywhere. Anywhere. And they fumbled you, and they try to make it seem like you fumbled them, and it's like, person ain't shit. So you fumbled an ain't shit person. Isn't that a good thing? Meanwhile, you fumble somebody that is the shit. That's a bad thing. Like this kind of like. So it's like it ended because there was a fumble. Yes, and it benefited somebody and it didn't benefit somebody. And the person that benefited off of it is the one that's getting slandered. Confused. And then we have balance. With I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world and I do without judgment. Yeah. When then you like with the whole without judgment, it's not like being judgmental. Actually, I'm not. Because the whole it's a child. Then because if you look at the identity, child, and then we have father. This person is a man child. been said it. Even if it's a female, they're immature. A woman, child, it doesn't matter. They're immature. And then we have release, where if you have the ability to give over unwanted energy to the loving force of the universe. Yep, meanwhile, they going back and forth trying to figure out what to do. You release it. It's like, if it's, like I said before, Spirit's not going to give you something that's confusing, or that's going to hurt you or cause any pain and stuff like that. And then, or this whole going back and forth is like you simply ask Spirit to remove the choice that isn't really supposed to be there, isn't for you, that bring things into balance and harmony for you, because you are collaborating with Spirit to let this whole situation come to an end. Because I've been telling you, they pissing off multiple departments. We only have one out here right now with Archangel Raphael with healing, but also said it's love, and we do have emotional abuse. Like, you see how they, like, it's fucking up a lot. And then it's like they trying to fuck up your self-love, or just how you love, like, your self-love, friendships, which is platonic, your romantic love, love for life, your independence, your love of self, which then, that all fucks up your life purpose. You realizing why you was put on the earth, and realizing that you matter, and people care about you and all this stuff, which is like, it's messing up a lot of departments. And Spirit is just like, I told you once, and told you twice. Now it's like, you refuse to listen, so now we have to do what needs to be done. Then from the heal yourself deck, we have self-love, right? Then we have faith. And we have courage. Yeah. Because you have the confidence and the courage to stand up for yourself. And to know who you are. And to know what you're going to do, know what you're not going to do, know what you're going to put up with, know what you're not going to put up with. And it's like picking and choosing your battles wisely. Realizing that certain things is not worth going back and forth about. Like, with these people that's bullying you, like, with this whole easy target, they feel like you're an easy target, when in all actuality, Spirit is like, they're picking on you because they feel insecure and inferior towards you. So in all actuality, they're more so the easy target. They only can pick on your physical. Meanwhile, you can pick on physical. Like, anything that you say is the truth. So it hits them way harder than the things that they say to you. Like, the things that they say to you, at some point in time, you, like I said, like a butterfly, or even like a snake, you shut it off. It comes off. But shit that you say to them actually, like, sticks and stays, because it's true. Then we have entrapment. They try to trap you and keep you stuck and keep you to stay with them and be with them, or stay, like, attached to them in some way, shape, or form. Or, I don't say like attached to them, but attached to this rumor in some way, shape, or form. But it's actually a lie. Then we have selling out. Oh, putting yourself in situations. Because as soon as I was explaining the story, popped in my head was Jerry. Like Jerry and Beth. Right? And when they got a divorce, and then Rick had to take Jerry because Morty thought like he was going to hurt himself. And Rick was just like, you're like a pest. Like, you're literally try to make people feel sorry for you and feel sympathy for you, to like take care of you and try to get their love and this and the third. Like, it's stuff like that. It's literally that, where Zeus pretended to be hurt, or he pretends to be this, or he pretends to be that, and then turns to be something else, like a narcissist, a covert narcissist, literally undercover. And you're realizing that you put yourself in certain situations and went against your better judgment, trying to please somebody else or put somebody else's feelings above your own, and you're no longer doing that anymore. Because you've seen the places or the situations that I have put you in. And we have inner child. Yeah, where your child, like a child, want to be friends with everybody and want everybody to get along. You're realizing like no matter how much you want that, some people is gonna be envious and jealous of you, and once what you have and want to take you down and want to bring you down and want to degrade you, no matter what you do or how nice and kind you are to them. Um, but it's always important to remember who you are and why you're doing something, and to well, like to have like that childlike essence, but have like that childlike outlook onto things and a fascination of things. Not to be stuck in that child state where they're kind of sort of stuck in that child state, which is why they are acting like a brat and act like a child. See, but alchemy. So as before with Venus with the Earth and Mars with fire makes a volcano. So little alchemy, good shit. It's a good game, and it's like you're turning things around while collaborating with spirit and trusting spirit to turn things around. So things are turning around, and you're having confidence and courage and healing your inner child and going after things that you wouldn't have gone after before, because you have this is the bubonic plague mass, but it's like you purging yourself of the things that plague you. Where you used to sell yourself short, you're no longer doing that. And then we have these two with love and healthy choices, with unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection and attraction, with making healthy choices in love and in life, with self-love, self-care, and being happier. So like I did with this one, with being happier, you're more happier now because you have unconditional love for yourself. And you're no longer selling yourself short or have conditions for yourself like, oh, if I look this way, if I do this, then I can be proud of myself. Is you're proud of yourself no matter what. Like if you make a mistake and you learn from that mistake, you're proud of yourself for learning from that mistake. And it's like even if you trip and you fall, like you're proud of yourself for like getting back up and like brushing your shoulders off and stuff like that, rather than just staying there and dwelling on the pain or the downfall. Then we have self-care, self-love. You realizing that love of self is important and is a form of self-care. Then we have self-love of oneness, because that's how you feel whole and feel one with yourself and know who you are and feel complete. And then we have passion, where making healthier choices in life and in love. So you're passionate about what you're doing and you're happier. And you show an affection to yourself and affection to others, which is attracting a lot of attention and well, I also wanted to say money, but like a lot of wealth coming to you. Oh, because of Venus, yeah, a lot of money, wealth, beauty, things that you should be like grateful for, and they try to make it seem like it's something that you shouldn't be grateful for, and it's like because they haters and haters gonna hate. Huh. But all these came out together. So we have, I'm gonna put them down one by one, but I'm gonna lay them out together. So we have clock, need time, take time, end time, cycle, time to heal, process. I said process, progress, not process. Then we have hammer, sabotage, rebuild, persistent, and working on it. Then we have sword and rose with clarity, truth, reevaluation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past, making memories. I'd put it this way. Then we have girl with a snake, empath, narcissist, being charmed, being used, enabled, boundaries. You set boundaries, they went on a smear campaign. And now I know there's one lady that keeps going out there and saying, oh, don't point out a narcissist because then they're going to go on a smear campaign about you. They're going to smear your name any fucking ways. It's either going to be today, it's going to be tomorrow. Either way, there's going to be a smear campaign, so just be prepared. Either way, people going to talk. So it's like, it doesn't matter what you do. She was like, oh, just realize the behavior and just, do things like go accordingly. Do this, do that. But like don't point out the behavior and stuff like that. Or like try to like take back the power or take back the control then at some point you're gonna be ungrateful. And then he goes like, I don't know, she just dated a narcissist, but like if you have like a narcissistic parent, no matter what you do, you're the fucking problem. No matter what you do, you're the problem, and there's gonna be a smear campaign. Now, some people gonna believe it at some point in time. Somebody gonna realize you keep saying this and this and the third. It just like how y'all keep going through the same problem, and then somebody gonna ask more like information and realize that's not what this person said that happened, and then they realize somebody is lying and stuff like that, and then they stop listening to the liar. So, is the narcissist losing accountability? No, yeah, accountability for stuff. Like, is people actually listening to them at some point in time, and like taking it like people don't value what the narcissist is saying at this point. That's basically what I'm saying. They realize that and they're mad at. They're lying and somehow they're mad at you for not like acting the way that they're trying to lie and portray you to be. Then we have Phoenix with new phase, rekindling, new renewal, transformation, growth, and change to mind. Then we have addiction, codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling, has blocks, restrictive. Which is why they was emotionally abusive. They wanted you to be codependent to them and you're not codependent to them. Now with just this alone, right, we have need time but codependency, take time but addiction, no, obsession, in time but possession. They try to control the cycle, and that's like the cycle that they're in right now is where they feel like they have control. Because I remember the reading that I did was very sarcastic. Their life is the way that the way that their life is, and the cycle that they're in is their choices. And so they have nothing but codependent relationships, and they obsess with you and what you're doing because they want to possess it and want to have it like the time that you have, but yet they can't. And they can get to that time because with this take time to heal, it has a block to it. They refuse to do it. And because they won't do it, they can't progress. They have restriction to progress. They can't move on and move forward. Spiritual practice. They cannot move on. They can't move on, move forward, and evolve to a next phase. So they're sabotaging their own next phase in their life. Because the phoenix rising, well, I said before with the butterfly, the phoenix, it dies, become a whole new bird. Like it went from a caterpillar, become a glue, and then becomes a butterfly. It's a whole different thing. They're sabotaging that because they keep rekindling and rebuilding with something that is actually hindering them. And the reason why they keep going back there is because they expect it to change and transform in some way, shape, or form, and it's not. But they keep persisting this growth to happen when it's not gonna happen, and they feel like if they work hard on it, like it will change. Like they can manipulate somebody into changing their mind and working on what they want to work on, or being what they want to be. And then we have power with a girl and a narcissist. In this scenario, the narcissist feel like they have power. But at this point in time, the empath is no longer with the narcissist, so the empath took back their power. And the narcissist's ego is upset by that because you are protected from their charms and being used by them. But it's not just them, it's like any narcissist pretty much. And yeah, because you're with honor and then enable, they were this like flying monkey. They wanted you to honor like their like enable like enabling and stuff like that, to honor it, be like to be charmed and be used and be manipulated and stuff like that. They wanted you to continue doing it and honor it, but you're more so honoring yourself and the things that benefit you and make you happy and make like connects you more so to spirit and stuff like that. And then we have force with boundaries, where they feel like you're forcing their boundaries onto them. Is you're not. You're honoring your boundaries and stuff like that. Which that's what they want to. That's why it's a problem and stuff like that. And it gets iffy and it gets like mushy. And it's because they're shitty because they want to manipulate and use you. You having boundaries should never be a problem with somebody. Everybody have boundaries. And then we have solidarity with reminiscence. So they remember how, like, back to when you was by yourself, how you was okay, where they thought like you needed friends or like you needed them, and which is why they was able to do all of this. Is pretty much showing that you good by yourself, and they were now seeing that, remembering that you was always by yourself. You were always like a popular loner in a way. And then we have keepsake review evaluation. Yeah, now they look at like they could be looking back on pictures and realizing like you participated in a lot of things and were friends with a lot of people because you literally probably like a popular loner. And then we have truth with perception. Yeah. Then we have clarity with learning from the past, and then making memory. Yeah. It's very easy and clear to see. You've been the same way, or I say you've been the same. We've been living in your truth the whole time, and they've been lying and manipulating. And the reason with this whole empath and narcissist, seeing that I brought up like a parent, I don't know if like one of your parents was a narcissist, but if that is the case, that could be like how you attract or why you attract a narcissist because of a parent. But it's like once you realize that that person is not gonna meet your needs, so you have to meet your needs and stuff like I said, once you heal from like one, for me, once you feel like you heal from one narcissist, except the covert, because that one gonna shapeshift or stuff like that. But once you realize they shapeshift, then you can just knock them out of here. It's kind of hard to manipulate and get somebody to like do this whole shebang. Then we have coffin ending brings new beginnings. See, we have the earlier. We have growth, change, and liberation. And transition. So, this pretty much has a lot to do with that. But, yeah. Just all vast. You free yourself, that's what's up, but the narcissist, you freed yourself from it. Then we have kisses with unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. And now, that's why I keep saying, now they're trying to come back and, like, it's like they can't come back. And like, even if they do come back, you don't want them because you want unconditional love. And this person, narcissist, does not give unconditional love. They give conditional love. And also, that could be the whole mental illness that they're talking about, because technically they are supposed to go to therapy. And yeah, they want codependency. You don't want that. You want a sense of self, and they don't, like, you can't have that with this person. So you about to have that with somebody else, and they see that and trying to stop it and rush in and be like, oh wait, no, it's me. And it's like, no, it's not. And then, yeah, we have this, well, is it the same? Yeah, we have love and healthy choices with unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness. Then we have healthy choices with self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. And then we have coffin with new beginning, liberation, rebirth, and transition, tragic ending. Then we have ascending, learning, and expansion, transcending, preparation for union, and new phase. Then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, and stalking. You already knew they've been stalking and they've been watching. I already talked about the cross watcher. And we have cut down, cutting out, separating, stopping the pattern, silent treatment. And then we have golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. See? Even if you call them, you're not even there. And you know this, and then that's why they want to do this whole thing again. And while you was there, why they did do this? Because you was close to finding them out. And then I was like, oh, how do we know that? They came out and like the little, like when I do like the box reading and I open the card, like you're like, oh, you came closer than anyone else before. Like, yeah, which is why they pushed you away, why they ghosted you. Yep. But this narcissist want a new beginning because you liberated from them, and how they trying to come back and start this new beginning by love bombing you, which is emotional abuse. So they're trying to start a relationship off of emotional abuse, and which is why the King of Cups is the narcissist, and the whole Emperor, narcissist, and because they're actually the King of Cups reverse and the Emperor reverse. Yep. And then we have rebirth and transition from this self-absorbed person, and you now paying more attention to like people that you talk to, or like your friendships or relationships. And yeah, a tragic ending with this one-sided relationship. Also, I feel like they ended it, but somehow dragged it out. Then we have learning lessons, cutting out. Yeah, you learned, like learning and explain, like you learned it, you realized that this whole thing ended and you moved on. And you transcended, you separated from it, you continued to grow, you continued to move on, you stopped the pattern, you didn't go back to it, and you have to prepare for union, try to meet other people, and it's like new phase and it's quiet and it's silent. Why? Because of them. And they stalking and watching and lying and slandering and trying to cock block, gatekeep. It's very confusing. Especially if they left you. If you wasn't good enough, then let somebody else date you. And then we have to admit the reason why they don't want nobody else to date you is because you are good enough. They're not good enough. But, hard narcissists, they can't feel inferior to somebody else. They can't be the problem, so you must be the problem. Next was the yin yang deck, but then from this deck I pulled the Mars card, which at the top it says attraction, at the bottom it says hot, then we have Venus. I think it says at the bottom offer, right? So while this person is reversed, they're out of balance and stuff like that, and you're actually balanced, which is very hot and attractive and stuff like that, what you're attracting is way better than what they are attracting. So the offers that you're attracting is better than the offers that they are getting, and that's bothering them. But we have this card, we have self-love, creation, and intentions. But like I said before, with Zeus and Aphrodite, like they both cheated, yes, but their intentions was different. This person, like where you're growing and evolving and stuff like that, you're not doing it to shit on anybody, to hurt anybody, or to bring anybody down. Meanwhile, they intentionally trying to grow to shit on somebody, like, oh, I'm gonna be better than that person, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm about, like, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Then we have fulfillment, wishes. So one person is actually doing it to, like I said, the dedication to better themselves, to get the life that they feel like they deserve. The other person is just a wish, which is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups can also come up as smug and arrogance. Then we have truth with expression. But the whole mask, it does, like, it could be a face mask, but all that doesn't give, I don't think this person actually telling the truth. One person is telling the truth, the other person is trying to make it seem like they are and express that they are, but they're not. And then we have present with abundance and gratitude. So the reason why they did it was for money and for status and wealth, and one person has more status, wealth, and popularity than another person. And like I said, with this whole reminiscing and keepsake, you could have been a popular loner, and they're realizing that now. Remember before, where you was always by yourself, they just saw you as a loner. But it's like, everybody know who you are, even though you was by yourself, because you're a popular loner. Like, you can go anywhere and everywhere you go. Nah, DMX popped in my head. What song is that? He was like, when the last time you saw X? He was like, I can go any and everywhere and I'll be good. Like, yeah. 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 They don't have that. It's because you're confident, you're brave, and you're courageous. You do things that they can't do, and that makes them feel inferior and intimidated. They're intimidated by you and feel inferior, so they try to bring you down, and yet they can't bring you down, and you humble them. So, okay, this narcissist is upset because you. They try to teach you a lesson, and in which of teaching you a lesson, they taught themselves a lesson and humbled themselves, and you just simply being you taught them that if you live in your true authentic self, no matter what happens, like they're gonna be downfalls and hardships, but you can always bounce back. And if you do what makes you happy and live for yourself, people is gonna talk, yes, but it doesn't really matter what they say because you know it's a lie. Because who's gonna tell you how you are, what makes you happy, as if they know what's in your head as they live with you and stuff like that. If you're you, and that's why they're indecisive, because it's them and then it's what other people are gonna say. So they might want to say no, but other people want them to say yes. So they're gonna go with what other people want them to say, and then their life is fucked up because of those choices. They're still there. That's hurting themselves, not you. And they try to teach you a lesson, which then hurt themselves. Like, it's all that. Then we have renewal and sparks. Yep. But they trying to renew that spark. Be like, let's start this thing again. And it's like, no, let's not. Let it die. Like, let's let it die. Then we have chemistry and passion. See what I said? Let it die. Let it just phase out. Okay. Technically, how your car start is chemistry. With the sparks, it is a spark ignition. It's dependent what car you got. But, some cars don't start because of lemon. Okay, let's let it be what it is. Okay, let it stay. Let it stay. Then we have reflection, projection. Yeah. They projected their insecurities onto you. So because they're faking, they feel like you're faking too. And you're showing them what they're seeing, what's reflecting back is that everything that they try to project onto you is how they feel about themselves. Okay? With this whole like mirror and spark and be like, oh, it's in flame. Like, okay, if you want to do that, okay, cool, fine. But even if that is the case, they still trying to hurt you to hurt themselves. Because y'all twin flames. Either way, y'all twin flames. Y'all shared the womb. Either way, you hurt yourself. And she helped him. Not he helped her. She was first. So they try to bully the person that go first. And that's what you're saying. They needed your help. And they still trying to bully you and do all this as if they don't need your help. And it's like, that's confusing. And it was like, if you're so good and you're so great, why you need my help? Then that's petty and that's childish. Like, but is it? Then it's like when they did all of this and why they did all this was because they felt inferior. And literally everything that they were saying about you, like there's like all the rumors that they typed or everything that whatever comes back to you. Okay, whatever, this person said this person said that. You don't have to say the truth. Just it's either some shit that's going on in their life. Okay. Or they took out the role that they're played to try to make it seem like they was innocent. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. But they was projecting their insecurities onto you. And the reason is because when they look at you, they see the things that they lack. But when you look at them, I don't say you see the things that you lack. You more so just probably see your shadow. So this person helped you heal your shadow and be more in balance. Because when he was if he was out of balance, he probably was that person at some point in time, which is why this person's karmic flame. Or karmic is when you're out of balance. Which is out of balance, which is why you thought this person wasn't like your twin flame, which is why you did this whole situation. And now they're trying to come back because, if you can't beat them, join them. Oh, I feel like we are soulmates and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, even if you are and even if you were, If we are the whole like actual twin flames, they hurt you, would hurt them, and then they would that automatically would have nipped it in the butt. They would just came to you, right? It's a karmic because there's a lesson to learn. You learned the lesson, which is how you evolved and you grew on and you moved on. We already had that with the growth and evolving and stuff like that, even before the Phoenix. You're no longer the person that you used to be. It broke a part of you. And then we have Pisces, right, with two fish. So they kind of try to be like romantic and they try to be charming, but very imaginative, but also dreamy. But you don't know. It's all, yeah, shape-shifting. You don't know. It's all like a play in an act and stuff like that. Then we have Mercury. The way that they communicate and the way that they talk to you, it's very in and out and very flaky, and also it's like day by day kind of thing. And like today they might say they want you and they want to be with you, but tomorrow they don't, kind of thing. Tomorrow they out. They always hot and cold. Yeah, we have Earth. Yeah, like a volcano. They're unstable, unstable, and unbalanced, and within themselves because they have of two minds. They're indecisive. Two fish of two minds and stuff like that. And fish and spirituality is like a religion and stuff like that. They don't actually. They doing this tarot reading not actually believing in spirit or believing in tarot and stuff like that. Just to spy and create illusions, which is the whole charming and trying to charm people what we had here, and create illusions. In Celtic, yeah, it's Earth. That's how I see it. So it's like all their charm and the romance and illusion is all now being like grounded and like coming to like an explosion coming to a head and stuff like that. And it's time for the person that created like did all this to talk and to speak up and to come clean. And they seemed angry and bothered and hurt by the fact that they have to come clean, apologize, or even admit everything that they did. So from the Shapeshifter deck, we have twist in the tales with unexpected, a change you didn't see coming, and the unending sadness of looking back with endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, and negative nostalgia. So yeah, with the surprise, they didn't want you to see it coming, or yeah. And that another thing with the whole spell, I believe they did us like, yeah, also did a healing spell. They didn't want you to heal from this. They didn't want you to heal from, let's say it was like a relationship. They didn't want you to heal from that relationship. They didn't want you to love your, since you couldn't really heal from that relationship, they want you to continue to feel like you was unworthy and undeserving of love or even like self-love and stuff like that. And like friendships and stuff like that. Like no one should be around you, or no one should be in your life because you like pretty much they wanted you to be Cinderella and feel like Cinderella, like, but without the Prince Charming and anything like that. Then we have Sacred Beetle armor with you have a mighty shield. But you didn't give up. You ain't budge. You ain't buckle. No matter what they threw at you. Well, threw at you and spirit. Y'all handled that shit with ease. Then we have the Wolf Moon with I'll watch over you. Yeah. But God was like, God's watching them. God sees all. God was like, that's cute. It's cute that you think this is going to happen. It's cute that you think it's going to get away with it. It's cute that you think I'm going to allow it. It's cute. Like, it's just, it's cute. Like, then we have Deep Dark Sea Mermaid. See what I said with the sirens? It depends on what you heard, okay? Where find solutions in unknown places in the dark and strange. Companions in strange places with challenge. Use your imagination. That's what I talk about with Pisces, with the imaginations and stuff like that. They did all this, created illusions, try to shift, be charming, be romantic with the emotional abuse. They did all of that, and it's all coming, and like, there was a challenge. It stopped you and caused you, like, tripped you up and stuff like that. Which was entrapment. It caused you was stuck for a minute. But while you was there, you started to realize certain things, and they realized that you was realizing certain things, which is why they casted you away, trying to get rid of you, and trying to get other people to, you know, remove themselves from you, and pull away from you. Because you were starting to realize certain things, and they didn't want you to tell other people that they was the problem. Right? For you to start liberating other people. They didn't want that. And even though they casted you away, kicked you out and stuff like that, did all this, no matter how dark it get, you continue to overcome every challenges that they ever threw at you as if it wasn't a challenge. And there we have Cashapp, I think that's it, right? And the mermaid in the pond with I will show you who you can trust, and rediscovering your individuality and discovering the dragon. And the dragon is supposed to be your solar plexus, and your solar plexus, Apollo, is your action, your happiness, and your sacral chakra is your self-worth, your self-love, and all the other stuff. Which is how, if that was low and that was blocked, it will never get to the sacral chakra. So you won't take action on certain things. You won't do anything and stuff like that. Because you don't feel worthy enough. So that will always be stuck and always be hindering there. They didn't want you to move on and move forward. Because you shouldn't feel worthy or deserving enough to do so. And then we have Little Wolf Girl with It Is Alright to Be Alone. You are a popular loner. You good by yourself. Did I even remember in a reading where introvert keep coming up, and I'm just like, did they try to hurt an introvert's feelings by leaving them alone? It's like, by leaving me alone? Like, that's what it is. I want you to leave me alone. Like, that kind of... Huh. Yeah, now I'm displaying his 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Like, yeah. That song came out too. Like, yeah. And then we have Eight of Swords with God the Protector and Savior. Truth, justice, and protection from enemies who will steal one's fortune. And we had that earlier with Goddess Lakshmi. With beauty and fortune. And then we have the Five of Swords with God, the highest being with desire to know, and the Aquarius-ition of wisdom. That's what it is. You have a spiritual inheritance that they wanted to take and they wanted to get. And they try to use tarot or spiritual. They try to break spiritual law to get your spiritual blessings, as if they will be able to. That's the whole legal shit. Yeah. You cannot. Like, okay. Because what popped in my head is like, let's say, you can't commit a crime to try to solve a crime. That's all. Just point blank period. You can't commit a crime to try to solve a crime. And so you have the Eight of Swords and then the Five of Swords. That equals 13 swords. 13 equals 4. Yeah, this need to come to an end and need to be healed. Which is why all the truth and the truth is coming out now, so that justice, it can come to an end and balance all. This person did it for money. Now we have the Two of Wands with the helping God with love and wisdom. Victory over those who would attack. Yes, this person attacked you because you had money, beauty, and wealth. Then we have the Magician with the generous God with spiritual wisdom and magic. Help one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. And this person try to keep your secret, keep it hidden. The person would continue to lie. And lie. And keep it secret. Forever. Because the Magician also, he does alchemy, yes, but he also lies and tricks and manipulates and create illusions. And with the Five of Swords being here, he was short-sighted and thought like all this was fine and okay. And with the two of Wands being here, their intentions was to, yeah, keep their secrets hidden. To use magic to keep their secrets hidden. Then we have the Ten of Cups with God, the Master of the Universe, with Divine Warrior. Confines the wicked and brings victory and peace. Yeah. And we have Divine Warrior, which means it still was a spiritual battle. Okay, you was spiritually attacked multiple times by the same person and or their friends for the exact same reason: money, power, fame, beauty. Because they couldn't control you, couldn't have you, and they, you know, secrets that other people didn't know. They wanted to keep it quiet, to keep it hush, and keep it on the low. But some of the secrets that they feel like nobody know is very obvious. Very obvious. So I don't know why they did this. Don't know why we're lying about it. And you win in the end anyways. With the truth and justice and divine word, the truth comes out. And scales be balanced. And we have confining the wicked, protection from enemies who will steal one's fortune. This narcissist felt entitled to somebody else's property, somebody else's life, somebody else's destiny, somebody else's inheritance. And next we have brings victory and peace with desire to know. Yeah, so you have the ease of mind and stuff like that. And probably realized at some point in time, and this person tried to get you, the gaslighting, try to tell you that that's not how it is, that that's not how it's going, to get you to second guess yourself so you wouldn't trust yourself. That's also part of your sacral chakra, self-trust. And then we have acquisition of wisdom and spiritual wisdom and magic. So yeah, they couldn't beat you physically or emotionally, so I guess they decided to try spiritually. And it's like when it wasn't working, that's when they tried magic. And they tried, because they thought, since it wasn't them, let them try somebody else that's much stronger, more powerful. And it pretty much affected all of them at this point. And then we have love and wisdom. Help ones gain wisdom and discover secrets. Yeah, God pretty much humbled them. He was like, you want to know how they doing it? This is how they doing it. You want to know how it's not working out for you? This is why it's not working out for you. Kind of like, yeah. And the part that's a standalone is victory over those who would attack. So this narcissist attacked you for absolutely no reason, which is why God humbled them. They tried to humble you, and God was like, I do the humbling around here. And let me show you how it's done. And now they see how it's done, and they upset. Because it's Eight of Swords talks about a trap, a mental trap. They try to emotionally get you in a mental trap. Emotionally stuck in a trap, which is get you in a battle with yourself and your mind and your heart. And get you to sabotage yourself on what you want to do and what you're going to, how to move on and how to move forward. And what you want to create and what you're going to, and stuff like that. Just your life in general. They wanted you to sabotage it in any way means necessary. Then we have bully prevention angel. Yep. Which is why they moved you away from them or separated you from them. Or you walked away from them. Or why they walked away from you. But it's like they walked away from you. You were sad for a second, and then you got up and you continued walking and moving on and moving away, and they try to continue to bully you, but yet you didn't care. Then we have the angel of meditation. Yeah, the collaborator, you more so in tune with spirit than with the rest of these people. They have the angel of career. Yeah, which is why I see now if you can't beat them, join them. It's because you have money and wealth and abundance that they're not gonna be able to have access to. So now they want to be a part. They want to be your friend and be like, I think we're soulmates. It's like, I think not. It's just, yeah, definitely not. And they did all this to try to humiliate you and to bring you down and to slander your reputation and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, also affect how your self-love and your independence. But at the end of the day, it just make them look foolish and a fool. So their true colors came out anyways. Where you was keeping it quiet, keeping this dish, was like, maybe they gonna find out. When they find out, they find out. It all coming out anyways. You didn't have to do anything or say anything. And it's all because of everything that they did to you, trying to bring you down. And not only is their life fucked up, their friend's life that they tried to stalk you, spy on you, pull on your energy, send you all this stuff, their lives is also fucked up. And that's also on this person. So people have to take accountability for their roles of trying to hurt an innocent person. But yep, that's all I see for this reading. I know it was long. I hope that helped you and resonated with you. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.